Welcome to Pulse of History TV, where the past comes alive. Today, we're diving into one of the most dramatic expeditions in history, Robert Falcon Scott's ill-fated Terra Nova mission to Antarctica 1910 to 1913. Using AI, I've restored and colorized these rare photographs, breathing new life into the faces and struggles of these explorers. Their story is one of courage, ambition, and tragedy, but also of humanity's relentless drive to explore the unknown. What historical events or figures would you like to see revived next? Let me know in the comments. Your suggestions inspire my future projects. If you enjoy this journey through time, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Your support keeps this channel alive and motivates me to create more videos like this. Now, let's step back into history. This is the Terra Nova, the sturdy wooden whaling ship that carried Scott and his team into the unknown. Built in 1884, it had already survived Arctic ice before this voyage. Its creaking timbers and coal-fired engine faced the harshest seas, a symbol of both hope and vulnerability in Antarctica's frozen wilderness. Captain Robert Falcon Scott, the expedition's leader, stands ready. His fur-lined gear and determined gaze embody the era's spirit of exploration. Little did he know this journey would test not just his endurance, but the limits of human courage in the face of nature's indifference. The officers of the Terra Nova, scientists, sailors, and dreamers, their camaraderie masked the gravity of their mission: to conquer the pole and unlock Antarctica's secrets. Each man carried the weight of a nation's expectations. Norwegian ski expert Tryggve Gran, a vital addition to the team. His skills on snow would prove crucial, yet even his expertise couldn't avert the tragedy awaiting Scott's polar party. Gran later discovered the tent holding Scott's frozen body. Herbert Ponting, the expedition's photographer, captured Antarctica's haunting beauty. His pioneering films and images preserved moments of joy, struggle, and the stark reality of life at the world's edge. Through his lens, history remembers their sacrifice. Mechanic William Lashly and his motorized sledge, a cutting-edge but unreliable tool. These machines, plagued by frost, soon failed, forcing the men to haul supplies by hand. Technology faltered, human grit endured. Lawrence Oates tends to the expedition's Manchurian ponies. These animals, ill-suited to Antarctica's blizzards, became a liability. Oates's later sacrifice, "I am just going outside," would echo as one of history's most tragic acts of heroism. Apsley Cherry-Garrard, the youngest member, bonds with a pony named Michael. These creatures symbolized hope, but their deaths in the cold foreshadowed the expedition's darkest days. Cherry-Garrard would later call their ordeal the worst journey in the world. A gramophone bearing the expedition's logo, a fragile link to civilization. Music and dogs like Chris offered fleeting comfort. Yet even these loyal animals couldn't outrun the brutal calculus of survival in the ice. The heart of Scott's hut, a cramped sanctuary against the endless night. Here, men plotted routes, debated science, and clung to sanity. The walls still whisper their unspoken fears of failure, frostbite, and the unknown. Man-hauling, a backbreaking ritual. Each step in the minus 40 degrees Celsius cold burned calories they couldn't spare. These sledges, laden with dreams and desperation, became tombs for their ambition. Scott's final diary entries, a mix of resolve and despair. "For God's sake, look after our people," he wrote, as frost-blackened fingers gripped the pen. These pages immortalized his voice long after silence claimed him. A rare moment of joy, Captain Scott's birthday, June 6, 1911. Songs, laughter, and makeshift cakes briefly thawed the gloom. Such lightheartedness would soon vanish into the Antarctic night. Anton Omelchenko, the expedition's groom and cook, prepares a meal. A Ukrainian far from home, his warmth and resilience sustained morale. Survival here depended as much on stew pots as on courage. The pony stable, a snowbound refuge. Straw insulation and dim lanterns couldn't save these animals. Their deaths marked the beginning of the end for Scott's polar ambitions. Henry Bowers, Edward Wilson, and Cherry-Garrard prepare for their winter trek to collect emperor penguin eggs. Their 60-mile journey in perpetual darkness, a scientific quest that nearly killed them. The survivors of the winter journey, frostbitten, starved, but triumphant. Wilson clutches the precious eggs. Science had its prize, but the cost was written in their hollow eyes. A lifeline in the snow, depot laying. Each cache of food and fuel was a bet against fate. But miscalculations here would haunt Scott's return from the pole. Ponies huddle behind a snow wall, a fleeting shield against katabatic winds. Scott's faith in these animals wavered, but their plight mirrored his own, trapped in a world they couldn't conquer. A final hot meal in the tent. Evans, Bowers, Wilson, and Scott share camaraderie before the march to oblivion. The warmth of tea and friendship contrasted cruelly with the void outside. Pitching camp in a whiteout, a battle against the elements. Every gust threatened to steal their shelter, their sanity, their lives. Yet they persevered, driven by a goal now just miles away. Scott's team at Pulheim, their last depot. Supplies dwindling, hope thinning. The Norwegian flag at the pole already fluttered in their nightmares. Defeat, they realized, marched beside them. January 18th, 1912, the pole at last. But Amundsen's flag mocked their triumph. Scott's diary, "Great God, this is an awful place." This photo, their last, captures 5 men standing on the edge of eternity. Edward Atkinson, the expedition surgeon, analyzing specimens. Science thrived even as men faltered. His work on scurvy and Antarctic biology became a legacy overshadowed by tragedy. The Southern Party pushes onward, a line of shadows against the ice. Their path, a 900-mile round trip, would stretch endurance beyond breaking. Few would return. Cherry-Garrard, Atkinson, and Dmitry Gerov with sled dogs. A lifeline abandoned too soon. Dog speed might have saved Scott, but pride in man-hauling sealed their fate. Emperor penguins, the expedition's ironic observers. Wilson's fascination with their eggs drove men to madness. In this alien world, life flourished where humans could not. The Northern Party emerges from months in an ice cave. Frostbitten and starving, they survived on seal blubber and resolve. Their tale of ingenuity became a footnote to Scott's tragedy. Daniel Vereschmidt's 1905 portrait immortalizes Scott as the heroic ideal, a man of ambition and duty. The real Scott, like his expedition, was far more complex. Flawed, human, and forever bound to the ice. The Terra Nova expedition, a story of ambition, sacrifice, and the unyielding Antarctic. Scott's team reached the pole, but nature claimed their lives. Yet in their journals, photos, and unbroken spirit, they achieved immortality. Heroes not because they conquered the ice, but because they dared to try. What historical events or figures would you like to see revived next? Let me know in the comments. Your suggestions inspire my future projects. If you enjoy this journey through time, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Your support keeps this channel alive and motivates me to create more videos like this.